Hi guys, it's TheCovertCrow. For starters, there's always going to be that debate about whether or not we should be using watch winders, right? Do you or do you not put your automatic watches into a watch winder when they're not in use? Big question. I've read that normal wear, when you have a watch on your wrist, will take the watch to about 50 to 60%. However, a watch winder will keep that watch closer to the 80% mark when it comes to your mainspring and whatnot, so that you have optimal and accurate timekeeping. So I found the thing with regards to watch winders was getting the education that you need specific to the individual watches. So do your research. That's key. Do your research. Okay, because one watch may be totally different from another, and then one watch winder may also be different from another. What I'm going to talk about today is the CHIYODA dual motor automatic watch winder, which we have here. As you see, it's stackable. They are one piece. They do not come apart. So this is one solid piece, but it has two compartments and they are independent of one another with two motors, and I will show you that as well. For information with regards to looking into the rotation or turns per day, I did a little bit of research and went to wolf1834.com, which is the website for the Wolf winder, which is a very good quality winder. This is the CHIYODA model, which is a little bit cheaper, more affordable, but it seems to do the job just fine, and it has great functionality, and I'll jump into that as well. But when I went on the website, which I will show you as well on the screen, wolf1834.com, all I did was basically punch in the two models that you see here in this Wolf winder, which is the Tudor Black Bay GMT and the Glycine Airman World Timer GMT. And I was able to get some information with regards to the models and what settings they should be utilized for turns per day, which was great. And in both cases they were bidirectional settings at around 650 turns per day. So I know that that's the setting that I should be using. Now that's specific to the Wolf information because of the Wolf winder, but I'm going to use that as well, and I've had no problems using it with regards to the CHIYODA model that you see here. So let's get into it. What do we have here? We have the CHIYODA dual motor automatic watch winder, and that has 12 rotation modes. It comes in this gorgeous black piano glossy shiny finish. It should be noted that both compartments, as I mentioned, are on top of each other, stackable, but they are all one piece. As you can see when we open the door, it is all one piece. However, there are two separate compartments for each watch or timepiece. The view window is on a hinged door, and this also helps with keeping the dust in, or correction, the dust out, as well as any dirt or whatever else that might be floating around in the air. But it's great. It's very quiet. It's got a Japanese small motor or dual motor inside, and it runs at less than 10 decibels, and we'll show you that as well once we turn it on, as it is plugged in and operational. But each watch has its own individual motor to track the movement. The dimensions are a reasonable almost 10 inches in height, and the depth is around 6 inches, and of course the width is just over 5.25 inches. So it doesn't take up too much space. The value is approximately $100. As I mentioned, this particular model I grabbed off of Amazon. It comes with a main unit. It comes with two pillows that are inside that are used for the watch storage. Now these two soft pillows that the winder comes with, they are EVA memory foam, and they're very soft and durable. Quite simply, when I throw them on or off, I just squeeze them in, as I already have the strap fastened, and away you go. They come out, no problems. But it's something that is very helpful when storing the watch. as I can get it back in there. Easy for me to do, right? So, and then basically they just slide in like so, and away you go, off to the races. It comes with a cleaning cloth, which is great to keep the dust away, a power adapter, user manual, and a warranty card. Two things when considering this particular model or anything that I was thinking about with regards to a watch winder was, one, the functionality, and two, how affordable it was, right? I mean, you don't want to break an arm and a leg trying to come up with the funds to pay for a huge, expensive watch winder, but also I understand that sometimes you never regret buying quality. But I found that this CHIYODA model has done its job for the purpose, and I've had no issues with it so far. Like I said, it's reasonably priced at around $100, but we know that there are watch winders that can range up over $1,000. So it's up to each person as to what they're willing to spend for what they're going to get in return. So as I mentioned, we have 12 settings that we can use, and I will go over the different functions for each individual unit here. First, we have on the left, the first knob is for the on-off, and the first section of clockwise, counterclockwise, and bi-directional. And then the second knob is for your turns per day. So this model, the CHIYODA model in particular, has 4 different ranges. The first one being 650 turns per day. The second one, number 2, being 950 turns per day. The third being 1250, and finally position 4 is for 1850 turns per day. But most watches that I've found, the complications involved in specific watches may range from 650 turns per day to about 800 turns per day. So, and I'm not sure if you get into higher quality timepieces, whether or not that turns per day would be more suited for positions 2, 3, or 4. So, but for what we have here today, being the Tudor Black Bay GMT and the Glycine Airman GMT, the range is best suited at around 650 turns per day. And as you can see, the little notch here, both of them are on the bi-directional movement. As you can see, both are running, and they are on the 650 turns per day setting and bi-directional. So for a certain period of time, several minutes, it will rotate clockwise, and then it will change and rotate counterclockwise. And it will do that until it only reaches the 650 turns per day. It won't exceed that. And each motor is independent, as I've mentioned, and it's able to track. So if I shut my mouth for a second here, you can really listen and probably hear a pin drop, and that's the motor's operating. But still, this could be on your bedside table, and it's still not going to alarm you or wake you up. So this CHIYODA automatic watch winder comes with an 18-month warranty. It is recommended, though. Key point to remember is that as part of the instructions, it is requested that you power down the unit for about half a day every 2 weeks. This is to increase the longevity and basically the time of good and quality operation for this device. She runs great, no concerns, no issues, everything's fine. And of course, if there are any issues, you can also contact CHIYODA at customer service. There's information there. If you just punch in CHIYODA in Google or whatever and whatnot, it'll come up for you, and you can make the selections and find out any more information that you wish. But she's great. She's one of the units that I use. And like I said, if you want something that's affordable and very functional and does what it needs to, this CHIYODA dual motor automatic watch winder could be yours and could be for you. That's all I have for you at this point. I'm the Covert Crow. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, because there's going to be more stuff coming. Alright, I want everyone to be safe, be well, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.